We're looking live at a beautiful fly-in to Everbank Field in Jacksonville. But even if you closed your eyes, Brock, you'd still know exactly where you were by the rallying cry of the Jaguar faithful in the stands. Cam Little out for the opening kick. And we're underway from Everbank Stadium. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10.
Why, Tony. Play.
Now a give to Garindo. And he's able to power this forward, but they stop him after 2 yards.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. Tight end motioning right. Operating from the gun, it's Stroud. Gets everything he has under this. That's caught at the 25. He goes the distance. Touchdown, Houston. The Texans take a 6-0 lead right away. Well, Brock, they could prove me wrong, but I don't think touchdowns are going to come that easily the rest of this game. But starting out, we all welcome the quick score.
Yeah, not a lot of energy exerted, right? Not a lot of their cards shown just yet. They only got a couple plays into their strategy, and they found pay dirt. A lot of mystery still to come with what they're going to do schematically. A lot of answers have to be found defensively.
The kicking team all ready for the Texans, and forward they run to send it away. Has this at the 6. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25 after the return. They're out and set, 1st and 10.
All right, let's go. 11. Here we go, son.
Lawrence going to throw straight away here. And he nearly gave it away to start this game. Almost an interception, but instead, a gift. They get it back for 2nd down.
Well, the pressure, boy, that sped that whole play up, didn't it? And it opened up a wide range of outcomes. A hurried throw almost ended up an interception. And that wasn't until after they almost brought him down behind the line for a sack.
Okay, ready?
So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. Out of the gun, Lawrence. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Ryan Thomas Jr., his intended target. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long.
Hey, run. Here we go, son.
Lawrence working from the gun. Throw reeled in by Thomas. And he's going to be brought down at the 42. That play good for 17 and a 1st down.
You know what I like about that, Kate? I like that they're not coming out slow. They're willing to go with some looks here that will yield big yardage down the field instead of just settling for dinking and dunking the ball.
30 left. Silver.
1st down throw, Lawrence. Escapes the pocket. And he slides down with enough to pick up that 1st. It's a 21-yard gain. And that'll be good for a Jacksonville 1st down.
Rip, 23.
Markers reset, ball at the 37.
Silver.
Here's Travis Etienne on the ground. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks.
Okay, this is why coaches across all levels of football harp on the importance of good, fundamental tackling, not just to hear themselves talk. It's to make sure that when one of their guys has a chance to bring down a running back, they're able to do it and keep those plays from going any further.
1st and 10, it's Lawrence. Hits him on the out route. And they get this down to the 7-yard line. That one goes for 15, and now they're going to have 1st and goal.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
They'll run, Etienne. And he's got them down to the doorstep inside the 5.
Hey, I get it on 1st and goal, right? A lot of teams like to be conservative and limit risk. Even if a run is stopped short, you still got 2, sometimes 3 downs to play with.
Ball at the 2 here for 2nd and goal.
Hey, easy. Ralph. It's hot.
Etienne has nothing on that run. They stand strong and stop him at the 2.
Well, now things get a little dicey for this offense. 1 down left before a big decision to make. Do you continue to try running it against a front that stopped you, or are you now forced to put the ball in the air?
So now, here's 3rd and goal.
Red on red. It's hot.
They're going to run with Etienne. And he's in for the touchdown. The Jaguars finish off their opening drive. Travis Etienne, the touchdown. Cam Little to try the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Jaguars start off well to tie things 7-7. All set for the kickoff. Little with the honors. And it bounces out of the end zone, so they'll set up shop at the 30. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Looking to throw, Stroud. This one finds Irving. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
I love throwing on 1st down. And when you see a 1st down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you planned for, and you go out and execute.
They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42.
Look at hot.
Throwing is Stroud. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Sometimes I wish everybody could feel what that feels like. When you're a QB and you just feel the air in the pocket getting sucked out and you know there's no escape, it can be just one heck of a deflating feeling. Not for that defense who puts a sack on the board.
Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down.
South. Nike Jackson.
Trying again following the sack. Caught, nice gain left side. And he's able to reach the 40 on that play. They strike for 23 yards. And it sets up a Houston 1st.
All right.
New slated downs to approach here from the 40.
White Tony. Yes.
Shotgun, handoff to Garindo. And he's going to manage a lone yard on that drive up the gut. The former #1 pick, Trayvon Walker on the stop. Manages just a yard on 1st down. Now it's going to be 2nd and 9. Shotgun now, first round. Looking slant round, complete. And they haul him down just a foot or two shy of the red zone. Give him 18 yards on that play, Brock, and it gets him a first down.
I'm sure, Coach, the play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
From the gun, Garindo. And they love to see him fighting forward, but he only gets him 3.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
Second down now, 7 to go.
11. 12.
They've got a man in motion. They'll go right back to Garindo. And this one's going to come to a stop down at the 13-yard line. 5 yards on the play. They can just do that again. 3rd and 2 coming up.
You gain that kind of yardage in the run game, and you're going to gain the trust of your offensive coordinator. Plays like that, runs like that, set the table for everything else in the playbook.
Throwing now, 3rd and 2. Completed over the middle. And he'll get this inside the 10 to the 9. 4 yards on the play, and that picks up a 1st and goal. Welcome back. Time for our second quarter. The Texans with a chance to score. Garindo running between the tackles. And he's going to advance them down to the 4-yard line. First shot gets him 5. Still a couple of looks remaining. It's 2nd and goal.
The humble 5-6-yard gain on the ground. Not a huge gain. Not a game-changing play by any means. But one that keeps you on schedule and takes some of the starch out of that front 7.
Still chances to get these final 4 yards. It's 2nd and goal. Garindo will not get past the line. He's held up at the 4.
Well, you haven't given up the goal line yet, but this offense is moving closer and closer. Now might be the time defensively to get a little more aggressive, try to stick them with a loss, and make a difficult 4th down decision.
They've held him out twice. Here we go, 3rd and goal. So with that play clock winding down, we're going to get a timeout. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. Buckle up. It's 3rd and goal.
On the quick, right? Hey! Why Tony? Hey, uno. Hey, uno Mars. Punky.
Garindo. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. He got him 3. They needed 4. It's going to be 4th and goal from the 1.
Well, the defense, they couldn't stop him for a loss, but they denied him the goal line at least. Now we get to see, right, decision time, one of these critical decisions of whether or not they're going to go for an all-or-nothing fourth down play.
Out comes the field goal team for the Texans. This is a chip shot from the left hash. And it is good. No problems there on the shorter attempt. And that's going to break our tie and give them a 3-point advantage.
Well, I know once that drive stalls out, that's where it really pays to have that reliable kicker on the sideline ready to bail you out. And he knocks that one right through to give him the lead.
And he gets up beyond the 20, but they plant him a few inches into the ground to end that return. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10.
Hey. Here we go, son.
Now it's Lawrence. He's on the move. And he's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there. When you saw the field, it's going to be 2nd down.
You hear so many programs all around the league talk about it's all about the ball. It's all about the ball. Well, discretion, the better part of valor in a lot of cases. And right there, he understood it's all about the ball, and I'm not going to risk a turnover wisely, throwing it away.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
As much as we talk about offenses wanting to stay ahead of the chains, they want to stay on script. Well, a defense, they want to rip that script up. And a sack like that, creating 3rd and extra longs, it's exactly how you get it done.
Hey, go.
And it's the dime package on 3rd down by the Texans. Extra DBs on the field.
Here we go, son.
From the shotgun, Lawrence. He's finally caught, and he lost the football. Oh, no, it's out. And the Texans grab it. And he's going to be brought down at the 35-yard line.
Hey, a normal old stop with 3rd down just wasn't good.
While a new offense preps to head out, we've got a stoppage. They want to make sure this is a turnover. Take that fumble away. The officials overturn the call and say he was down.
Silver.
Here's ETN on 1st down. And he's able to manage a couple on that run.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Go, let's go. Silver.
2nd and 8. Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground.
You know, that was a play, Kate, right there where you need to buy your receivers just enough time to get open along their routes, and your quarterback enough time to find and hit him with the throw. Time, well, that's not what he had. O-line couldn't hold up, and it forces the incompletion.
Let's go.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. Lawrence looking to throw. And this one's dropped for what would have been a nice gain. First time this game they've looked to him. And that brings up 4th and long.
Man, with how hard it is, Kate, to get these plays down the field, you can't let the coverage off the hook with a drop. It just can't happen. But you're going to see it right here. He saw the open space ahead of him and started running before he ever brought the ball fully in.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 40-yard line.
And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10.
All right.
Putting a receiver in motion. Trying it left side with Garindo. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
To the air, Stroud. That one falls to the turf, couldn't hang on, it's incomplete. Gonna have to wait a little longer for his first catch of the game. So they're left facing 3rd and long.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. From the gun, Stroud. He puts everything behind this one. And they really went for it on 3rd down, didn't they? But the heave falls incomplete. Now they're facing 4th down.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
Return starts from the 45. And a big hit on the return to stop him cold. It's scored as a 51-yard punt. And it'll be good field position for them as they take over right at midfield. The Jaguars in a good starting spot for this drive. Coming up, 1st and 10.
Run. 11. Hey, kill.
Now give this up the middle to ETN. And he has enough room to gain about 4.
You know, that's a good run right there to keep the offense on schedule. If he can average that type of yards per carry, this guy's going to be more than all right with letting him lead the show.
23.
2nd and 6 coming up here. From the 46. Go try forcing it to the slant. It's intercepted. And the Texans are going to have it after his 2nd interception of the season. He got in front of that one for the pick. Looked like that's Was designed to go to on that play, too.
Yeah, the QB just must have missed the lurky defender in coverage right there. That's where, as a QB, you've got to have the vision to not just see your route, but see those defenders in front of it. If you stare down your receivers in this league, turnovers follow.
First and 10 from a yard shy of midfield. Trying an inside give to Garindo. And he's only able to power this forward for about 3 yards.
I know that may look like a whole lot of nothing burger on the stat sheet, but those are the kind of plays, that inside run, that you see creative play action come off of later in the game.
Second down now, 7 to go. They send a man in motion. From the 47. He puts some juice on a deep throw down the middle.
You know, there's not a lot of tight ends who are true weapons this far down the field. Not a lot of cover guys who can match up with them in terms of size. They tried to get it to him in a spot where he could win it. No connection to be made.
And can't say I've ever seen this, except maybe when my elementary coach lost track of the downs. The punt team is out to send it away on 3rd down. And this will fly out of bounds to deny a return. They're going to mark it a little before the 20. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10.
Hey, Lion. Hey, I'm gun.
Looking to throw here and shake off that previous INT. And he let his man just a little too much there. That's an incomplete pass. Looking for the back that time. And now it's 2nd down.
They would sure love to connect on some of these intermediate throws, those chunk throws. Getting a completion like that, well, not only does it spark your offense, but it just sets you up for even more aggressive play calling.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down.
Take right open. Here we go.
Here's Lawrence to throw. On the move, headed right. It's on the turf, the ball's out, he lost it. And this is going to be a turnover. The defense forces the big play.
You're using this play to try for a 1st down, but also set up what's ever in your back pocket for 3rd down. But you know what? Throw it all away. None of it matters now if you can't hang on to the doggone football. And the defense pounces on that one in a hurry.
They're out and set. 1st and 10.
11.
They bring a tight end in motion right. Stroud throwing here on 1st. Forced out to his right. And they get to him as he was trying to make something happen. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Never ever a great look when your quarterback's picking himself up a few seconds into a drive. They're going to need a lot more fight on 2nd down. A whole lot of yardage to get this back on track.
Okay.
We're at the 2-minute warning now from Everbank. The Texans are on the move here. Offense to the line for second down.
Look the hot, look the hot. Here we go, let's go. Hey, south.
Another try following the sack. Connecting on the slant. And they get this down to the 12-yard line before being stopped. That's 16 on the pickup. And the Texans are going to have a first down.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on second down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point of the coverage and don't need to worry about third down at all.
On the give, it's Garindo. And he gets absolutely popped to end that one. It was the rookie from Ohio State there to bring him down.
As that linebacker makes that tackle right in the middle of the field, all I'm thinking about right now, Kate's training camp. Because that's the middle drill right there. That is textbook. What you do in training camp, coming to life when it matters.
Now it's Stroud. Connection made to Isaac Garindo. And he's in! Touchdown, Houston! The Texans grow their lead just before halftime. Isaac Garindo with the touchdown. So, Brock, this offense looking sharp here in the first half as they extend their lead.
You know, and when things are going well, sometimes you really just get into a groove. And this is a unit that's putting the pieces together.
That one right down the middle. And the Texans make it a 10-point ball game. The kicking team all ready for the Texans, and forward they run to send it away. Returning it from the 4. And the return sets them up just beyond their own 20. They'll get this drive started. First and 10.
Hey, easy. Ralph. Riggs. Sink right.
Out of the gun, Lawrence. And he won't escape this. The Texans take him down. The Jaguars are going to call their first time out. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
All right, he's got a pick. He's now got a sack. I know we don't have hat tricks like hockey or soccer, but if he can recover a fumble before the game ends, why don't we invent a new stat and consider a defensive hat trick or something like it?
All right, here we go. Second down.
Red on red. 11. Here we go.
Lawrence working from the gun. He's throwing deep to the left side. It's another first half mistake. He's intercepted again. Colson Adebo's got it. And the Texans have it now on his 8th pick of the year. Oh boy, they cleaned up the fumbling issues from the last drive, and now it's an interception that turns the ball over.
Yeah, and 2 very different tones and tenors on these 2 sidelines. One coach is pleading, begging for some ball security. The other is simply saying, keep it up, boys. Keep taking that ball away. Job well done.
It's a new set of downs for him at the 32.
Here we go.
They'll run here on first down. And he won't get anything there. Several defenders nearby to hold him up. No progress on first down, and that'll bring up second and 10.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard running backs say there's just times you got to run in the darkness. And when linebackers fill that hole like that right in the middle of the field, he ran right into the darkness and the pain of that linebacker.
Second and 10, need to get some positive yardage here.
All right.
Handoff now from the gun. And they bring him down at the 25-yard line after surrendering some good yardage. 7 yards on the carry. Now they've got 3rd and 3. Now just before the break, a timeout taken by the offense. And they can try for some points going into the break. Only time left for one more snap, Brock, so they're going to run out their field goal unit. Made his first one. This is a little over 40. And that one is good. A little longer, but no problem at all. That's halftime of this contest. We'll join both teams in taking a short break. More of the NFL on EA Sports in just a moment. Well, that first half, certainly an interesting one. Kate, Scott, Brock Heward with you as we get back and see what the second half has in store for us. The kicking team all ready for the Texans, and forward they run to send it away. Return coming from the 6. They'll have decent field position to begin with here, Brock. He's tackled just beyond that 30-yard line.
We don't always know what's said there at halftime, Kate, in the locker room. Some of the adjustments offensively and defensively, but I can assure you the special teams coach pulled his kick return team aside and said, listen, we have a chance here down double digits to spark this game. Let's go out and get a great return to set the offense up for success. That's exactly what they did.
Good rip on first down. That brings up 2nd and 2.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that first down marker.
On 2nd down, it's ETN. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
Kate, I know you can see that smile on my face as we stand next to each other. Sure, I love that run, but I'm thinking about some great running backs. In fact, Corey Dillon, who created a lot of negative grades on my play sheet because I didn't want to carry out no fake. I wanted to watch the damage he could do like we just saw.
Hey, I'm gun. Ready.
Going to the ground again on first. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field. First down play, nets him 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5.
Fans love the long ball in baseball. It's like they got the home run derby, but you know what? Talk to managers, and they will tell you small ball can win too. Singles and doubles, you add them up, you could win a lot of baseball games. Football coaches will tell you, you get runs of that length, it may not be a home run, it may not score points, but it can do some serious damage.
This one is hit by a defender and winds up incomplete. Could not beat the defender there. And it'll be 3rd and 5 coming up.
Well, I'll tell you what, Kate, that's a really nice play in coverage. That linebacker looking like a cornerback on that play. Perhaps those cover guys could take some notes on how to stay in position and, most importantly, swat that pass away.
Hey, kill. 13, Lou. Hot.
3rd down, Lawrence to throw. Complete beyond the marker. And he's going to be drugged down, looks like at that 37-yard line. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the first. Markers reset, ball at the 37.
First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Sink right.
First down throw, Lawrence. Chased out to his right. Cut by the open man. It's inside the 10. And they're going to take this in for the Jacksonville touchdown. The Jaguars cut into the lead coming out of halftime. Brian Thomas Jr., the touchdown. Little able to connect on the point after. And the Jaguars get it back to within 6. So here's the kickoff, Brock. Just 6 points now separating our teams. And the kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. Touchback. This drive starting from the 30. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Here's Stroud. he got free. Buys time, rolling right. Oh, look at this. Here he goes. Pickup of 12 on that play. And it sets up a Houston first.
That is so demoralizing for a defense. You lock things down in coverage. You do everything right on the back end. Only to see the quarterback escape, evade the pressure, and get that first down anyway.
They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42.
Why, Tony? Hey.
Back to throw. Stroud. On target to Garindo. Massive hit. The ball is out. Oh, the fumble jumps out of bounds. What a break there for the offense.
You know what? This game is hard. So sometimes catching a break or two in just the right circumstances is a big deal. Sideline could be your best friend as a runner. Because you lose the ball next to it, there's a good chance it could go harmlessly out of bounds.
Second down now, 7 to go.
All right. Hey, uno. Hey, uno more. Oh, go.
Operating from the gun, it's Stroud. Oh, put some heat on this deep ball, left side.
Any DB prefers a highlight reel interception and just forcing an incomplete pass. But as soon as he realized the pick wasn't possible on the play, he gets his hands on it and made sure it wasn't completed.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. Throwing is Stroud. And it's incomplete, and that's going to bring up 4th down.
Can't cover it much better than that. Really well covered, Kate, on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
Punt team is on now, and they get this away. And he'll scrape together what he can on the return. He gets it back to the 20. Officially a 55-yard launch. And it'll be Jaguars football. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10.
Go, let's go. Hey, run. All right, here we go. Done. Here we go, son.
Here's ETN to begin the drive. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
You know, Kate, during draft season, I was talking to an NFL GM, and he said, you know what, in time, we're going to realize tackles for loss are just as big a deal as sacks. Sacks get so much of the popularity. Tackles for loss, when you knock that offense backwards, I promise you, in time, we'll be keeping a closer eye on plays like that one.
Rip, 23.
Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now.
11. Hey, I'm gun. 11, Agate.
Lawrence to throw it. That one's caught along the left sideline. And he reaches the 35 before going out. 16 yards on the play. And that's a Jaguar 1st down.
I'll be honest with you, Kate. As you grow and develop as a quarterback, your arm gets stronger. These comebacks can be one of your favorite throws in your arsenal. Because if you trust yourself and you throw it before that defender breaks, you know there's yards to be had on the perimeter.
And he's charged towards the line. That's right around 3 yards.
Got to be rush hour, Kate, because there's a whole lot of traffic up the middle right there. He ran right into some gridlock, and he could only manage a few yards at most.
11, Agate.
The Jaguars are going to call their first time out, as that'll leave him with just 2 to use the rest of the way. Second down now, 7 to go.
Hey, easy. Ralph. Think right open. Silver.
ETN again. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. They got 2 yards there. That leaves them with 3rd down and 5. Looking to throw, Lawrence. Got a man, Palmer has it. And he's out of bounds, past midfield. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a 1st down.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your 3rd downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
An option give here to ETN. Breaks the tackle, still going. And they make the stop, we're going to say, at about the 37-yard line. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, 1st down.
Offensive coordinators tell us all the time, big runs only happen with coordinated efforts. Great block in the spring of guys hitting blocks downfield. And a back who can show off his wheels.
And he gets a few on the plunge forward.
Hey.
2nd down now, 7 to go.
Take right open. 30 left. It's hot.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. He keeps those feet in and makes the catch.
Well, that one came with a high degree of difficulty. Had to balance, focusing on the catch, keeping those feet in bounds.
And the Texans go in nickel coverage, 3rd down.
Think right.
From the shotgun, Lawrence. To the right and reeled in by Downs. They touch him down as he finds enough to pick up the 1st.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of 3rd downs just like that.
Lisa 24.
All right, set now, 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Throwing now from the gun. Finds his man, Downs. And they have this down to the 11 before being marked down. He brings the offense up now for a 1st and 10.
Hey, go. 13, Lou. Rocco switch.
Inside handoff goes to ETN. It is charged towards the line. That's right around 3 yards. Second down now, 7 to go.
Here we go.
This one is tipped away and incomplete. Good positioning to make a play on it. That forces 3rd down.
Oh, look at those savvy linebackers. They're just right in the middle of everything, aren't they, Kate? And it seems like at times they are the quickest reactions as well. He needed a quick one right there to get a finger on the throw and change its direction.
11. Silver.
Throwing is Lawrence on 3rd down. Oh my, it's intercepted in the end zone. Azeez Al-Shire has it. There are costly interceptions, Brock, and then there are interceptions inside the red zone in the second half of a one-score game.
And if there is ever a time where ball security is paramount, it is right now.
Yeah.
They made a great play. Don't get me wrong. They deserve a ton of credit right there. But as a quarterback, you cannot risk a turnover. It's touchdown, it's check down, it's throw the ball away. You're literally throwing points away with that pick.
Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Shotgun now, first round. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Offense in the hurry up here. After the sack, another pass on 2nd down. Irving hauls it in. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line. How about 29 yards on that play, partner, as they get the chains reset?
You know, with some of these tight ends today, you could put 2 guys, heck, put 3 guys on them, and they still find a way to make those catches. With how they move at their size, they really are the ultimate matchup advantage.
1st down, Stroud. That pass complete to Irving. And defenders arriving in support to finish him off at the line.
Defense all over that throw. You could just smell it. They just smelled that football coming their way, and that's as good as an incompletion. And they're going to be in a good spot. 2nd down coming up.
From the gun, Stroud. And it looks great flying through the air, Brock, but problems on the business end as it falls to the ground. 3rd down coming up.
It is such a weapon offensively when you've got a big tight end that can stretch the field vertically. Not a lot of DBs have the size to cover him. They tried to get it to him in that spot where he could win it, but unfortunately, no connection to be made.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. To the air yet again, it's Stroud. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Ball and defender arrived at the exact same time there. And now they're staring at 4th and long. On is the punt team, and away goes the punt. Secures this at the 17. And he's brought down before the return gets far. Nice kick there. It's a punt of 53 yards. And it'll be their football. They're out and set. 1st and 10.
Go. Hey, Ryan. Silver.
Lawrence now off the play action. It is Cup, left side. And he goes out of bounds, just short of the 35. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the 1st.
When you see play action, do all you can to get your eyes to the tight end, because that's their bread and butter. That play action gives him time off the line, helps chip a rusher, or even helps sell that fake. And then when he releases, he gets out, he gets some leverage. He gets to that edge before the defender can cover him.
That's going to pick up the 1st down after a gain of 26.
Best run games in this league at balance. Can run it inside, as they just showed right there, doing damage on the outside.
New slated downs to approach here from the 40.
Big 13 heavy.
1st down, and they go right back to him. And he's brought down for a loss.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back, because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
Hey, Lion.
Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down.
Hey, kill. 13, Luke.
Out of the gun, Lawrence. Catch is made down the right sideline. That one hits for 30. And that'll be good for a Jacksonville first down.
You know by now, Kate, what I call that. That's that car wash ball. Just come to life. That's when you throw that ball right through that car wash and you throw it with such velo, it doesn't get wet. It's do it with that kind of accuracy down the field. This dude's elite.
On red.
From the gun, ETN gets it. And he's able to bring this one down to the 4-yard line. Good run, gets him 7. That brings up 2nd and 3.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
2nd and 3 now.
Here we go.
They go right back to ETN. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
That offensive group really hoped he was going to get it all right there, reset it back to first down. But instead, the defense, well, they're not going to let anything come easy. And their fight is giving them a chance to stall things out on 3rd and short.
He keeps it himself. And they're able to touch him down, so that's going to bring up 4th down.
Come on, Kate. Put me in. One play, one time. I may have retired back in 04, but I could pick up a couple inches on that sneak. Astounding that call did not turn into a first down. Come on, boys.
Only need the length of the football. It's 4th and inches.
Here we go.
They're going to try with ETN. And in a rarity today, he's stopped at the line of scrimmage.
This running back has had himself a day, but not on that play. Finally, a little bit of catharsis for everyone on that defense to keep him from the first and get a turnover, a much-needed turnover on downs.
They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10.
Oh, right. South. 19 seconds.
Back in his own end zone, looking to throw. He's going to try to drop it in deep right. And this is going to end up incomplete. He really aired it out there on 1st down, but just couldn't make the connection. Looking for his wide receiver there. So it's 2nd down coming up.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
Couldn't connect on 1st. It's 2nd down. Throwing again from their own end zone now. This one finds Irving. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a 1st down.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it, going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
They'll come up 1st and 10.
Here we go. Look the hot.
Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And he gets up for a gain of about 4.
He'll expect more from himself on those type of plays, but there is nobody that's going to complain about that one. If you can do math, 4 plus 4 plus 4 equals a 1st down.
Second and 6 coming up here.
Look the hot. Ow, okay. Hey, south. 19 seconds.
From the 19. Cut out left. Has some daylight through the 40. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. That's going to pick up the first down after a gain of 26.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted them. They wanted them on a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after it.
It's the 2-minute warning here in Jacksonville. Texans up by 6. Ball on the 45, 1st and 10.
Oh, ready? 19 Texas. Under. Wide Tony. Hey! Nine.
Shotgun handoff to Garindo. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
Oh, look at this. He's set up to throw. Escapes the pocket. Cut by the open man. And he's a yard or two shy of the 30 before going out. That's going to pick up the first down after a gain of 26.
They've run this 12-yard out route, Kate, at the combine, well, all the way back to last century when I had to throw it. In this throw, this is a big boy throw. This is a differentiator. Can you make that deep out throw on time, on rhythm, and accurately? Well, that was teaching tape right there.
Now a give to Garindo. Room to run inside the 20. And he did not get in. Finally stopped at the 1. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with 1st and goal.
I'll tell you what, Kay, one of the things I'm most proud of coming out of broadcast are my O-line buddies that will hit me up during the game and say thank you. Thank you for finally showing some love and giving some light to what those big boys are doing up front. I got to play with some of the best to do it. I got to see it up close and personal. Because of it, I'll never forget it. And they just showed up on that run.
Here we go.
Victory formation here. Looks like they're going to take a knee on 1st down. With the win in hands, they'll take the knee, let this clock run out.
Nothing left to do now, Kate, but celebrate on one side and watch on hopelessly from the other. What a hard-fought effort to get to this spot, and now you can enjoy the victory.
So the Texans come away with the road win. And they take the first skirmish with their division rivals, with a chance at a sweep awaiting them later in the year in their building. And with Brock Heward and our EA Sports crew, I'm Kate Scott saying so long from this one. It's a win for the Texans as we bid farewell from Jacksonville.